Hey y'all, Pastor Ken here with the star of the show, Serendipity. How you doing, Sarah? You know what we're going to do today? We're going to go retro fat packs. They're actually called cellophane. So we got some 1991 top cellophane. So we're going old school. So which one do you think has the best card in it? Which one? Which one do you like, Sarah? What, Sarah? Hey! There's noise outside the distract. Which one do you like? Which one? You're not feeling any of them? She's not feeling any. Maybe if I give her some temptations, she might pick it then. You want some? Which one? That one? She's going with this one now that she's getting her temptations. So here, I'll put it up here. So let's, as you know, I always open the one I want first. This one right here. Now, there's a lot of variants in these cards. There's ones with the solid back. I'll show you. There's 34 cards in here. But as you can see, that has a bold back, while this one does not. So there, it looks like it's a mixture of things. So let's flip those over. We have a record breaker of George Brett. Right there, 90s record breaker. So far, that's the best card. It's the only card we saw. We have Carlton Fisk. Mark Davis on the Royals. Eric Davis on the Reds. Bill Long on the Cubs. We have, who is this? Ryan Sandberg on the Cubs, record breaker. We have Bill Kruger on the Brewers. We have Kirk Miller on draft pick card on the Pirates. We got good old Ozzie Smith. Okay, can't go wrong with the Wizard. We got Eddie Murray. We have a Darren Fletcher. Ed Pacino, and he's on the Pirates. We have Dale Murphy. We have Gene Larkin on the Twins. Barry Jones on the White Sox. Stan Jarvis on the Dodgers. We got the kid himself, Ken Griffey Jr. That is his second year card, I believe. We have Paul Asmacher on the Cubs. That's not a good, that's a hard name to keep straight. We have Kurt Manwaring. We have Sid Beam on the Pirates. We have Steve Frey on the Expos. We have Gary Gaetti on the Mets. I met him numerous times. Well, no, he's on the Twins on this, but he did play for the Mets. We have Alvin Davis, and that was on the Mariners. We have a non-winning instant game card. Robin Ventura rocking the old school uniform. Frank Wills on the Blue Jays. Jim Dejamer on the Astros. Jamie Navarro on the Brewers. Jared Clark on the Padres. Jeff House on the Rangers. Tim Wallace on the Expos. Bob Peterson on the Pirates. John Burke on the Giants. One of the Bash brothers, Mark McGuire, in Oakland Athletics. And Sergio Velez on the Indians. Close off my pack. Let's see what Sarah got in her pack, shall we? Sarah's by my feet right now. Let's go there and flip this over. So far, I think the Ken Griffey Jr. is the best card out of my pack. So let's see. Greg Olson on the Atlanta Braves. Jesse Orozco on the Indians. And I'm saying Indians. I know they're the Guardians now, but the card says Indians, so that's why I say Indians. Brian Harper on the Twins. We have a record breaker of Nolan Ryan. If it was his regular card, it might have bit it. But Nolan Ryan becomes a senior citizen among pitchers who have authored a no-hitter. Alan Mills on that other New York team. Todd Hodley on my New York Mets. Lou Piniella on the Reds as a manager. We have Chuck Finley All-Star card. Mike Walker on the Indians. Rex Hudler on the Cardinals. Bernard Gelke on the Cardinals. 2 Cardinals in a row. Alex Tremmel All-Star card. Cal Ripken. Okay, that's getting there. We have Wayne Edwards. And he's on the White Sox. We have Jay Bornor on the Mariners. You have Scott Bradley on the Mariners. Eric Yedling on the Astros. Kevin Mitchell on the Giants. Brett Butler on the Giants. Bobby Thompson on the Giants. 3 Giants cards in a row. Chris Sabo on the Reds. Tim Lalemny on the Reds also. We have Mike Jackson on the Mariners. Let's see if we're an instant winner. No, we are not an instant winner. David Valle on the Mariners. Wally Joyner on the Angels. Oral Hershiser on the Dodgers. Greg Olson on the Orioles. Jack Clark on the Padres. David Shigittle on the Orioles. Charlie Hayes on the Phillies, who actually are in second place, 4.5 games back from my New York Mets, the best team in the National League and second best team in baseball, the best team in New York too. We have Alvaro Savrana, the second best team in New York, right there. We have Mackie Sacer on my METS Mets. We have Kevin Moss on New York Yankees. And Manny Lee on the Blue Jays. So, I think her best card was the Nolan Ryan, but I think the Griffey beats him. But what do you think? Put it in the comments below. And I know people will probably ask what happened to my finger. I cut my finger washing dishes. And it's a very interesting story. So I'm going to go off on a little side tangent. This is why it's called Pastor Ken's Curveballs. I was washing the dishes in the cup. I had the cup in my hand and I was washing it with the sponge and it just went snap. and got me. So, but I'm all right. I have it covered. I have to keep it till it starts healing up, and then I'll be back to normal. Probably by next video, I'll be fine. So remember, until next time, don't forget to be awesome.